What's up, everybody? Junkie Junker here, and I'm bringing you a little commentary on Search and Destroy. But my topic for today would be what people actually talk about in commentaries. Now, I was talking with some of the guys over at Prestige Gamerz about what I should talk about in this commentary, and I get such great advice on what I should talk about that I figured I'd just talk about the great advice that I get from my friends on what they'd like to hear me talk about. So my first thing would be talking about Pop Those Pringles. I'll actually put a link to his page in here. You guys should check it out. And since he said that I should talk about him, I'm going to talk about him for a minute. He is a fruitcake. He is no good at Assassin's Creed. He's even worse at Call of Duty. Quite possibly maybe one of the biggest nerds. He loves to program, and he wants me to talk about programming too, but I said I didn't want to bore the shit out of everybody. And I think he understands that, nobody wants to hear about, if-then statements and all that kind of fun stuff, or what-if statements. I don't know. I don't think anybody really wants to hear about that, including, but not limited to, myself and the people that are probably subscribed to me. But he did fix our forums today, which, we will all thank him for that. But, the next thing that I was told to talk about was a porn commentary. Apparently, if COD commentators would commentate over pornography, they think that would be the next big thing. But I told them that some of my subscribers, namely Icklenem, would not be able to hear such sultry words being spoken during such a dirty film, or if it was a porn commentary or a commentary by a COD commentator over porn, he wouldn't be able to watch that kind of stuff. And I don't think YouTube really allows that kind of stuff either. But what was the last thing that I was told that I should talk about? Oh yes, the flavor of Pringles that I most prefer. Now, see, in America, there's the original. Apparently, there's these things called prawn Pringles. I have no idea what the hell they are, but Pop talks about them all the time, and he likes to eat these prawn Pringles while we're trying to do our podcast that we do every so often on the G4L channel that I will link also in the subscription. But who gets this great advice about talking about porn, another person's channel, and all these other just random topics? Oh, I was also supposed to talk about the NFL, since that is starting tonight, Thursday, the NFL's first game between New Orleans and, I don't want to say it, but the Super Bowl champs, Green Bay Packers. Fuck you, Figsy, for everything. I don't want to talk about the NFL. I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl either. That was just a disgrace of a game. Neither team, was very healthy for the game. And I really wish I would have seen the game where all the players were available for both teams, because I really think it would have been, one of the best Super Bowls yet. But, the Packers had some people out, the Steelers had some people out, and it just was what it was. You can't really get what you want, and I just got owned a little bit ago. But you're about to see the last kill. My last death in this game is just absolutely epic. Even in theater mode, it just looks awesome. But yeah, I don't want to talk about the NFL. It is starting tonight. I am a big Steelers fan, and yes, I do hope that they win the Super Bowl. I think Chris Mortensen and Mike Golick both agreed that it would be a Steelers-Falcons Super Bowl with the Steelers winning. Sorry, crazy nut. But this is the end of the game, and that was my topic of discussion for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, as always, I don't give a shit. See ya.